India Today has accessed the charge sheet in the Shraddha Walkar murder case in which Aftab Poonawalla has been accused. The charge sheet reveals after murdering Shraddha, Aftab met a girl named Aditi on Bumble, the dating app. He would clean the fridge and place body parts in the lower cabinet of his kitchen. After the new girl would leave, he would place the body parts back in the fridge. The charge sheet also says that Aftab logged Shraddha out of her Google accounts on her devices and logged her in on his own phone. The cops have established that post the murder, Shraddha's phone was with Aftab. Priya Chatterjee with us on this. Priya, take us through the latest details emerging in this case.
Well, Neha, there are gory details that are actually tumbling out. We're already aware of the gruesome murder that took place of Shraddha Walkar by Aftab Poonawalla. Now, the charge sheet details the exact manner in which the murder was committed. Remember, we had already reported in details about how the murder took place, but now Delhi police has gone a step forward to actually corroborate the evidences together. Key things that they have used is obviously parallel location analysis. Now, Shraddha's phone was with Aftab after the murder, and the Delhi police has actually taken the CDR to identify the locations of both Aftab and Shraddha, which actually pointed out that Shraddha's phone post 18th of May continued to be with Aftab wherever he was moving. This is important to prove that indeed after murder it was Aftab who was using Shraddha's phone. Apart from that, Delhi police identified that apart from the torso and the wrist, all the body parts were actually dismembered using a blowtorch. So that's how he tried to get away with all these piece of evidences. He also disposed the hair of Shraddha at one place, which is in the Gurugram region. He disposed of the other body parts, which was actually which included the pelvic bone, the thigh bone. This was recovered from the Chhatarpur Pahari area. A total of 8 bones have been managed with the DNA test, and it has been established that these were indeed the DNA of Shraddha Walkar. Apart from that, the charge sheet also details about the manner in which Aftab also continued to change location after the murder. There were unusual buying history. From the day of the murder till next 3 days, there was humongous amount of water that was bought. There was dry ice that this man purchased. This somewhere down the line has helped Delhi police in making a watertight case against Aftab Poonawalla. The entire charge sheet is a voluminous piece of work. 6,629 pages is what the charge sheet includes. India Today has accessed it, has read it, and indeed the Delhi police has based largely on technical evidence to pinpoint that it was Aftab Poonawalla who murdered Shraddha Walkar.
All right, fair enough. We've also got clarity that the phone was with Shraddha, with Aftab this entire time. And, the charge sheet has revealed lots of details about these new girls that he would actually also bring home, hide evidence while he was at it. What has he been, trying to do in that time period? Like, how has he been using Shraddha's phone as a cover, perhaps? How can authorities perhaps safeguard any others who could possibly have come into contact with him? Are we hearing any further details from these girls, like this Aditi?
Well, yes, as has been reported, Neha, there was one girl who did come in touch with Aftab post the murder of Shraddha Walkar. Very categorically in the statement, Aftab has said that whenever this said girl visited the Chhatarpur flat, he used to hide the body parts in the lower cabinet and used to clean the fridge. It was only after that she left that he used to again keep it in the upper portion of the fridge. So these are gruesome details that are actually coming out. Another important piece, I want to mention that how technical evidence is the key factor that Delhi police has used in this case. The Zomato order detail of the day of the murder was used. It shows that in the morning, Aftab had ordered food for 2 people, but in the night, he had ordered 1 chicken roll, which was only for 1 person. So Delhi police believes that before it was night, after Shraddha had entered on 18th of May, by evening she was actually
hold
murdered.
On there, Shreya. We've got lots of breaking news coming in on this. The charge sheet also says that cops have analyzed Aftab's Zomato order. In the afternoon, he ordered food sufficient for 2 people, implying that she was alive. And later in the evening, he ordered only 1 chicken roll for himself. That's clearly after the murder. Shreya, coming back to you as further details are also coming out, from some of the evidence on his phone.
Well, as I mentioned that, why the Delhi police is largely banking on technical evidence, because first and foremost, the day when the murder happened, there was no eyewitness to the murder. Delhi police will obviously have to bank largely on these key piece of information, which are technical evidence. Remember, a narco was conducted, there was a psychoanalysis that was conducted, but what we are talking about right now are basic histories of orders of food, basic history of login IDs. There were clear login history of Aftab, of Shraddha's account that was established through this technical history. From Google analysis, they also, Delhi police mailed to Jio and Airtel. They have given the details of the analysis of the locations of Shraddha's phone. The CDR also stated that post 28, there was not a single call that was made from Shraddha's phone. However, the phone was active and it was actually Aftab who was time and again also logging into Shraddha's Instagram account via his phone. So that is a key piece that will actually work against Aftab Poonawalla. He'll find it very difficult as the trial begins to justify that why was he logging into Shraddha's account and speaking in the garb of Shraddha for such a long time. So these are details which includes unusual order history of about 11 kg of dry ice we're talking about. There's unusual order history of amount of water that this man has actually bought. There's also corroboration of blood stain that was actually found from the upper cabinet, wooden cabinet of the kitchen that matched the DNA analysis of Shraddha. Apart from that, Delhi police in the same charge sheet has also attached that NC that Shraddha had actually given against Aftab in Mumbai. Remember when she was brutally beaten up by Aftab? That's also attached in this charge sheet. That will also be taken into consideration as the trial begins. So what we largely see from this charge sheet, it is basically the technical evidences which includes the order histories, the location, the parallel location analysis that the Delhi police is banking.
All those updates.